Well, sometimes love does the hard thing.
This is very true.
These white folks at these private schools, they tell us it takes a village until it comes to our children. And these are the years to mess up while you still have a village around you to help you get through it.
She makes great points.
Oh, my God. My God.
What's going on? It's your boy Syntell with Intel, and you can already see Rekkai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, Governor.
Hey, forever continues. I tried to make a pun out of that. That just didn't work. Listen, this is going to be episode 6. We're on the back half of the season of what I think is probably one of the better coming of age stories that we've seen about the culture on Netflix. Rekkai, how you feeling so far?
I'm loving forever, loving it. So can't wait to finish this up.
I know you all have been dying to know what me and Rekkai have been thinking, because we're just two dads checking it out and kind of halfway reminiscing about the times when we used to be off in them streets. Make sure you stay to the very end, because you already know we're gonna chop it up, have a great conversation, because you know we've got a little bit of experience in this thing. So without any further ado, let's get started. We've achieved the dooms.
We have achieved the dooms. Getting closer. We're getting back.
Everything else.
Yep.
Justin.
She already don't like that girl. You better chill out.
I'm a pro, right? Pro.
Listen to your daddy.
Whoa.
What?
Damn. Shoot. Best summer ever.
So my old ass trying to get adopted.
Wow.
And y'all got me the cheap.
Dang.
Subaru.
Shoot, my son getting a Subaru. Just tell you off top. And he be lucky
My
to get
son
that.
getting a skateboard. My son getting a Razor scooter.
Damn, best summer ever. My God, my man got some nookie and a car.
Okay, stop, okay?
This car is for school, basketball, tutoring. Okay?
Okay.
School, basketball, tutoring.
There'll be some tutoring going on, all right.
Okay,
Look at her
Mom.
crying.
Don't cry.
She knows, because there's a certain level of freedom that comes with that.
Hey, you work hard.
You know,
I'm proud of you. You deserve it. You know,
when you start getting pulled over and being in the wrong ends of town.
Oh, sniffle. Yeah, you'll be all right, my man. You're going to be all right.
You cool?
You're all right. You find out about that girl again.
Justin, your mother and I still need to discuss some things with you.
Gotta have the talk, man.
And you thought the car was free.
Decision? Because I heard you, so.
Yes and no.
Nah, man. Gotta have the talk. Got a car.
We back, and you know your senior year is right around the corner. We want to talk to you about Keisha.
Oh, this talk. Okay.
Well, she's a very nice girl. And it was very sweet to see you two rekindle things in the vineyard.
Remember the mama got that info.
Keisha has a sex tape.
Zach's mom.
I know.
Wait,
No.
what? When were you going to tell us?
I didn't think it was any of your business.
Yeah, I feel that. That ain't none of your business.
Keisha is an impressive girl, but should you be dating her right now, especially this close to the finish line?
Late, Justin.
Okay, then why bring this up? I mean, what exactly do you want me to do with this information?
Good question.
So she made a mistake at 16. Doesn't give you the right to judge her. All right, just like I'm not judging her. In fact, I've been helping her deal with it because that's the type of person you raised me to be.
Ooh, young man.
Uno reverse card.
Idea, right?
Okay, Eric.
Well done, young man. He went about that right.
Life is coming very fast. Okay? You don't know how to handle everything.
That's a fact.
And I'm not gonna break up with her.
Mama wasn't ready for that. Did he just use the L word?
I mean, they both kept it 100. Everybody in the room kept it a buck.
Thanks again for giving me the new car. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I ain't mad because I found out my son's girlfriend got a sex tape. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna be like, yo, you you know, your little lady all the way live, just to let you know. Just don't want you to be walking in these streets pretending like you ain't know. That's all. So I feel that.
Yeah.
I get that. We got a car.
We got a car.
Slow down, young man.
Look at, he already said, yeah, this Jeep is good for demon time.
What you so happy about? I mean, why wouldn't I be happy?
I didn't even know black folks ate Special K.
Ain't know that either.
I have good news.
Really?
I know, right? I got the job at USC.
Hey, good. That is good news.
Oh, man.
I know, I was gonna
which means that's a
hide it. I
promotion.
would just let you know then, but yes, I did it.
Good for her.
You
That's right.
deserve everything.
No, we deserve everything.
She should tell her, hell, we just got a car. Hell.
What you mean? You don't pay this insurance?
I mean, be for real. Neither does Justin.
Finish up. We're about to go. All right, baby, see you later. Love you.
She ain't gonna let it go that easy, though. You know that, right?
Oh, no.
Mama
She's a
ain't.
black mother.
Yeah.
All right. Come on, man. Let's go.
Peace.
I'll see y'all later. Love y'all.
Love you.
He talking about he in love and all this. Then he gave him a car. Oh, look,
Excited
oh,
about senior year?
Yep.
set up. Look, he know. He know.
You know I still have questions, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you pass it around?
Look.
What? No.
Yeah, I don't like how everybody is going around talking about this little girl so casually.
Okay, so all of a sudden we care now?
Hey.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I did skip to how this affects my child without considering what she was going through. Justin, does her mother know about this tape?
Ooh.
But her mother needs to know, Justin.
But is it your place to tell her, though? That's the thing.
It's not.
So either you can talk to Keisha and get her to tell her mother, or I will.
Mom.
Ooh, I don't know.
Well, sometimes love does the hard thing.
It's very true.
These white folks at these private schools, they tell us it takes a village until it comes to our children. And these are the years to mess up while you still have a village around you to help you get through it.
She makes great points.
Oh, my God. My God.
Could fail, Keisha. But this family
We not.
will not.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
I got a
That right
question.
there.
Question for the comments, though. Is that an overstep, though, for the comment section? I'm curious how y'all feel about that.
Yeah, because, you know, it's funny how you can be right and wrong at the same damn time.
Your car, it has so many possibilities.
Her anxiety getting ready to go through the roof.
If Keisha and my parents know about the sex tape.
You can hear her heartbeat.
Did you say?
Tell him I didn't know.
Zach's mom, who we saw on the island, she was running her f***ing mouth.
Zach's mom.
What? No, what the f? You can't do that.
Look, I tried to talk her out of it, but
This is my life. Okay, she doesn't know what's best for me or my family.
Okay, but she doesn't have to think you're amazing. You are amazing. And so is your mom.
I gotta call you back.
Yeah, you gotta let her sit on that for a second.
Yeah, you done hit her with a whole lot at one
a
time.
whole lot, brother.
Yeah. That's even before, you know what I'm saying, her recognizing that your parents know with it. And now every time she come around, they got that look, you know, that look at her like.
I ain't mad at the ride, though. That's nice. For a young man had been in high school. Sure, damn.
But you see them girls checking for him? They're like, oh, hold on.
Every house party, every kickback, man. Hey, we don't even need my mama's car. It's senior year and we outside. It's green.
Love it.
Hey, did Keisha see the new car? I know she gonna have that gas tank screaming. I ain't talking about the car. I'd let your mom tell her. Call her bluff. It's not easy to say.
If you call that bluff, I feel like your mama would do that.
Oh,
Actually,
Yeah, come on and hop in the Rubicon. Ah.
Ah, okay. Hold on. Oh,
I got
you
a
know
couple
what's funny?
LOIs.
If you was around a bunch of dudes and the dudes hollered out, oh, I can know, can't hang with you no more, partner. Like, nah, what the hell's going on?
Okay, what kind of video?
of us being together.
I know you can do this. Keisha, your mom loves you.
Mm.
Thank you for washing these dishes.
Keisha needs to have a whole conversation with Justin's mama first.
I figured we take care of it.
I didn't think about
Woman
that.
to woman.
Brought us some of that good old Harold and Bell's garlic
You know what I'm saying? She didn't hit her with an ultimatum. She need to hit her with a woman to woman. No, we need to talk.
What's wrong?
Oh, Jesus.
Aw. Come here, sweetie.
She don't even know about Justin, though, does she?
No.
It's Christian. Okay.
There's a video of us.
What kind of video?
Girl, you know what kind of video. She ain't talking about them playing Scrabble.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of video, Keisha.
Yeah. I need you to tell me
I'm sorry.
before I go clean the hell off.
You let that boy take a video of you?
When we were together at Brookwood, and it got out.
You down on your knees and I'm down in that principal's office cussing those white people out, calling them racist. You let that boy trick you out of Brookwood.
Well, he didn't trick me.
And do you know how much we lost trying to get you into St. Maria's?
I'm sorry. Where are you going?
I don't have time to deal with this right now.
You told me to talk. I'm trying to talk to you.
I can't talk. Work so you can go to a school I can't afford.
Damn. Whew. Mama got to sit on that too for a little bit.
She just told her mom, and her mom walked out on her and just went to work. So
What?
yeah, I mean, she works nights.
Justin,
Okay, but they wouldn't have to figure this out if you hadn't forced Keisha to tell her mom. I mean, I thought you said that we were her village. Doesn't that make us all responsible for her?
Sit down for a bit, talk some. Now, if the police approach,
oh my God.
you know what saying what to do, right?
Keep my wallet in my cup holder
That part, that's the conversation I was talking about.
and registration in my visor.
Facts. Yep.
Roll down the window, keep my hands on the wheel.
Yes, sir.
Put it on the dashboard because you won't be moving around and reaching for anything, okay?
There we
Be
go.
there for Keisha. Be back here by midnight. And when we text you, please respond.
Okay.
Well, my goodness. My man I feel like he had it all mapped out early.
God.
You said you want him to be on some man shit, right? So we got to teach him to do like a man, okay? Go.
Well
God.
done. Well done.
Damn it.
I approve of
Where's
all of
Wood
that.
Harris's Emmy right now?
All of that.
Yeah. He's not a baby. You gave him a damn car. That's how you get taught to be a man. We on man shit out here.
I loved it.
I'm always going to be here for you.
Forever?
Forever.
They said the thing.
Forever.
I would love to tell that young man that that's exactly how that's going to work, but that's not how life typically works. But, you know, you're young and in the moment, and forever seems like a real possibility.
Text me when you get home.
Okay, make sure you lock the doors.
Well done, young man. Whoop, whoop. Yep, that clock is always on time.
Always on time.
Remember what your daddy told you, though. Just remember what your daddy
What you
told you.
doing over here in this neighborhood? He need to get them on speakerphone right now.
young man in the Rubicon. Can you afford that? Are you a drug dealer?
Mm-hmm.
All that. Oh,
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Don't panic. Remember what your daddy told you.
Calm down. Yeah, calm down. Try to measure your breathing. Go ahead. Because now you're starting to look suspicious. Always on time.
Mm-hmm.
But at least he's out on the main street.
Woo! Brother.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Take me to the king.
Woo!
Oof. Lord.
Do you know what though? He needed that scare. He needed that scare.
Listen, I have been there. Yes, yeah. My butt just puckered up for him. Lord, woo. I thought I was getting pulled over in my room right now. Yeah. Because you can't know how you would deal with it until you go through it.
Big facts.
Good morning.
Morning.
Been at work all night, just pissed.
Yeah.
That's the thing about communication too. You know, sometimes, especially when you're dealing with a child, it's not about you.
She just needed to sit on it for a little bit.
Have a good day.
Sit down.
Yeah.
How did we get here?
It's hard to explain.
Figure it out.
You bet you're right. Mm-hmm.
Well, Justin's mom was gonna tell you.
What the does Justin have to do with this?
You didn't tell her, remember?
What the else you hiding?
I've actually liked him for a really long time now. We were together in Nantucket and at the vineyard.
Wait, you told me you were with Chloe.
That's when another parent from JTD told Mrs. Edwards about the tape. But I wanted you to hear it from me.
So everybody knows but me.
But me. That's a different kind of hurtful right there.
No.
So we just look like the family that don't give a like we got our eye off the ball, like we raising daughters to be exactly who they think you are.
Christian sent it to a teammate. He didn't think that he would share it.
You think I would want you to torture yourself like that?
Mom,
You never went to the principal? You didn't go to nobody with this? So kids are sharing a video of you and Christian at school. Nobody's catching on. Nobody's doing nothing about it.
That's why I left to stop it.
But it didn't stop, Keisha, because people are still talking about it.
Yep.
I was doing some research on my break, and there are attorneys who specifically handle cases like this where
Which would destroy Christian.
it's my job as your mother to make it right. Someone has to protect you. You don't understand that what this boy did to you was a betrayal. It was a violation.
That is true.
I mean, that is true.
We made that video together.
Yeah.
Do you want me to get in trouble too? Mom, please don't make me do this.
I'm not asking.
Yeah, that's the thing when you're a parent and you're underage. It's not up to the kid to decide that.
What, Keisha, come back here. I'm still talking to you.
Actually, see Keisha's point too, though. Like,
yeah.
I want this to die down, and I want to move past it. Especially when it's not like it wasn't assault. He didn't assault her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was a mutual thing. Her mama get ready to blow up the spot.
But I can see where her mama.
I do agree that Christians should suffer something for it, but
take me to your river.
I'm moving out.
Oh.
Can you take me to Tiffany's?
Seems.
I mean, her mama hurt.
Emotional.
Yeah, I mean, hurt people do hurt things, make her actions. But she's not wrong. Her mama's not wrong. It's just, what do you do in that situation?
Yeah.
When it's a minor.
But in her not being wrong also doesn't make her right. That's That's the rub.
You did my hair like that next
No, because you got to have money for that. Hey, Justin, you ever been this far below the 10 before? Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and put my assumptions back in my pocket.
As a student with a learning difference, I've had to work extra hard, not only to overcome real challenges in the classroom, because I see the world and situations unlike others.
Okay, try reversing it.
Okay, so he's got
Start off with
ADHD.
ADHD is my superpower. And then save the challenges that you face for second to last paragraph. That way you sandwich the negatives between the positives.
Nice. Very, very, yes.
That's why we call her Urkel.
Urkel?
He's probably like,
You
who's
always been a
that?
little baby genius.
Yeah, they call her Urkel. Yeah, you the man folk in here.
Hey, pull that style back up.
Okay.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Yeah, this could go a couple of different ways, depending on how you do it.
Excuse me?
Yeah, because he's...
I mean, I know not to tell a black man to turn down his music, but
Yeah, you're right. Hey, tell her fine as I turn the music down.
all right, cool.
You know you like that beat. Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, because he
Hey, yo,
produces
is that
too.
the 808s from YG to Cocky track? Okay, my bad then.
But I did use the hi-hats, though. Hey, you can hear that?
DJ Mustard sound is pretty classic.
Hey, little homie, what's your name?
Justin Edwards.
You one of them SoundCloud kids making beats, too?
I mean, you know, there's only so many video games you can play. No, I respect it. I'm just trying to connect.
Look, I don't need no company. I'm in here trying to eat.
Well, maybe you need a sous chef.
Oh!
My dad's a chef. He increased his business tenfold when he found the right chief assistant.
Mm-hmm.
He allowed everybody to eat.
All right.
All right. Let's see what you cutting up.
Okay, cool.
Let's see what you cutting up, little homie. Know what I mean?
Opportunities is an interest in the girl. You never know how she gonna approach.
Uh-huh. Yeah. He's supposed to be telling him to turn it down. Let him put it in the headphones. You know, here's the thing, though, about being young and naive.
This one, I think.
He let dude hear his stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one that I like?
Nah. I mean, I didn't want to overwhelm him.
Justin gonna mess around and hear his music at some party or on somebody's track and stuff. Like, wait, what the hell? Yeah.
You looked really happy. Like you were in your element. Like I
Music.
loved seeing you like that. I mean, you've talked to me about music before, but this was like different. It looked different.
Mm.
I'd say the things that you're scared to say. Same like how you did for me. I wish I had told my mom when you first told me to. George just dragged me back to my mama's. Look, you live under Shelly's roof. You live under Shelly's rules.
Y'all real cozy?
Mhm.
That's enough. Come on.
Okay. Bye. Love you.
Love you.
Bye. And no, you're not riding in the back. Because my name is Tiffany, not Bentley. Oh, I think I'm your chauffeur.
Too funny. It's not a Bentley.
She's stressing.
OMW, I mean, on my way. Bless your heart. It's all right, Shelly. You're gonna learn.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Shelly, it's Dawn. Edwards. How are you? I mean, are you okay? I just thought if the shoe was on the other foot, as much as I would hate hearing it, I would want someone to tell me what was going on with my child. Please forgive me if I misjudged this situation.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No.
I like that.
Um.
And
Thank
she's
you.
not wrong, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, I'd be even more pissed. You knew this about my child and didn't tell me?
Okay, well, I'm not going to take up much more of your time. I just want you to know that I am here.
Wow.
And honestly, therapy can do wonders. What? That did not come out right. What I'm trying to share with you is that therapy has done wonders for my family. Well,
Just for
for me.
Okay.
Yes.
Come a long way. Got a long way to go still, but
Come, listen.
apparently I have a catastrophic parenting style.
Okay, that sounds like an AA meeting.
Girl.
All right, I like that. Now at least talk.
Catastrophic parenting style.
Hello, Mother.
Oh.
Good night, Mother.
Hold on, Justin.
Mom, things are not good for Keisha right now. You know this.
I also know that you're not going to be good if your application isn't flawless.
I mean, I don't even know if I want to apply an early decision. I mean, shouldn't I have a chance to explore other options?
Now you want to explore other options? Justin,
I fought to stay playing basketball.
you are a black man in America. You have to be undeniable.
That's a fact.
Degree from an elite institution won't even promise you that, but that's the best shot. I know.
Just have it all planned out, don't you?
No. No, we have a plan. And we are sticking to it. Basketball. And an early decision application for Northwestern.
Got it.
She's got like terrible. The way she gives the information is just bad. She's not wrong, but it's, you catch more you catch more bees with honey, right?
Yeah, but some people, that's just not their way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I had to learn how to come to terms with this unique fact about myself because as a child, I often felt inadequate because I was so different from everyone else. Damn, you look hotter than a bowl of ramen.
Oh, jeez.
strange things to say.
Supposed to be, but can't get my head in the game.
Thank you for taking care of me through this.
I'm here for you always.
Can I just stay on the phone with you until I fall asleep?
I remember doing that as a kid.
I was just about to say, that's the most high school shit
I haven't done that in 30 years. Oh, man. We ain't had camera phones then. You be careful not to type your mama line.
Yeah.
I know you are not still on this phone at 11 at night.
And somehow, back in the day, you fall asleep, you couldn't hear him snoring and farting. Like,
It hurts as your mother to know that I wasn't able to protect you.
from yourself.
I regret trusting Christian with that part of me, but I've gotten the closure I needed from him. I just wish I could forgive myself.
What do you mean?
I sent him the video. I'd still be at Brookwood if I hadn't betrayed myself.
Talk to a therapist.
Should have made a sex tape sooner.
Girl, don't play with me.
Yeah, pump your brakes.
Your boyfriend's mom gave me her number. No, don't roll your eyes. Because if it wasn't for her, who knows how long you would have kept lying to me. Realize I didn't create an environment where you felt safe enough to come to me with something like this.
Was that your therapist?
Yeah. She's online and she costs less than a set of acrylics, so.
Okay.
Is this your best, Justin?
Yes.
Read it.
Just so we're clear, you're choosing to risk your future for a girl that broke your heart.
I want to read it, though.
It's done.
Okay. Thank you.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet.
Oh, that's the thing.
I love this show. Thank you, Timby Banks and Terrence Day. Love this show. I can't go on enough because they're having conversations that may not necessarily get talked enough. I've said earlier that, this really strikes home for me a lot because, I've had my own hurdles to have to get across, and having those conversations with my parents in order to try to get everybody to kind of understand like how this thing even works and how it even sees the world is a challenge all unto itself. And to watch Justin's mom try her best to be there, to be the great parent, to have a firm understanding of where her son is at, but yet still be firm because he does need these things that have to be done. There's some things that have to be done. There's no negotiation over some parts of your life when you're a parent, but how that can still conflict with the needs of the child or the needs of somebody that's trying to sort it out themselves. It's not always a complete right answer or a complete wrong answer. That's the thing I really love about this episode. There's a lot of gray. It's a lot of gray. And I think more life happens in the gray than it does with an absolute yes or an absolute no, or absolute right or an absolute wrong kind of way. It's not scared to take those chances. And the other thing I'm going to say real quick before I get off my podium, I love that we are introducing therapy into just the regular public lexicon of just blackness in general. Therapy is very, very important. I don't think it gets talked about enough, and to see it at least get mentioned in this bad boy, I applaud that. Rekkai, how you feeling so far about this episode?
This might be one of the best episodes for me. There's been so much good in this series. But I love the growth in this, because what I recognize is that they gave us very real reactions from two different perspectives, from Keisha's mom and from Justin's mom. And so here's what I've been hearing online too. I try to stay off of online. I don't read any reviews or anything of anybody saying about Forever because we hadn't finished it yet.
Right.
But one thing I did kind of accidentally glean was that people were loving Wood Harris as the father, and people were really hating her as the mother.
You talking about Shelly? You talking about Keisha's
Yes.
mom, Shelly? Okay. Or are we talking about Justin's mom?
No. Justin's mom, Dawn.
Okay.
People were really hating on Dawn. And I don't know. I mean, we still have a couple episodes left to go, but from what I've seen so far, I don't hate anything about her.
I feel that.
I think her reactions in this show come from a genuine place. And the hard thing is you have to be able to step back and look at your own life and see where does your hurt or where does your level of understanding, where does it come from? Because if you lived a life more like Keisha and you had the single mother helping to bring you up for whatever reason, so you understand more Shelly's point of view, I get it.
Yeah.
But that should make you unable to understand Dawn's point of view.
Okay.
I really don't think it should. Because really at the end of the day, what is it that you want for your kids? Even if that's not the life that you had, don't you kind of hope against hope, wish against wish, want what Shelly I mean, not Shelly, but Dawn, what Justin's parents have, wouldn't you want to provide that for your kids? I would love for, we get home from a vacation, no matter where it's at, you know what I'm saying? It don't have to be Martha's Vineyard, but a family vacation. We get home, my teenage son, who's, 17 or whatever, hey, here's your new car in the driveway. It don't have to be a brand new Jeep. Listen, a brand new used car. Yeah. There you go, son. And as a parent unit for the mother and father, like, I think a lot of contention came where that part where they were separate on how they dealt with. But one of the things that, everyone applauded what Wood said, this is some man shit. You want to be on some man shit, this is how you deal with it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't understand that, because how she felt and how she reacted was very valid. Now, what we didn't get to see is now they have to go back into their bedroom and have a discussion.
Yeah.
Have a talk, have a conversation. And I think too many of the examples that we get is that we get a dude who is henpecked and who does whatever the wife says. And so when the wife, she got the barking and she says some shit and, and he says, no, son, you go get her. And she turned and looked like, the hell, did you hear what I said? How dare you go against me? Where the dude's just like, well, son, you heard what your mother said. So, I put my testicles, they're in a jar on the mantle, and I am neutered for this, And I understand, but part of you being a man, part of how you got there to be in that relationship when you was on your man shit, doesn't mean that you retired. You two are a unit, and you should be on the same wavelength. However, when it comes to dealing with, because here's the problem that is seen all too often, that a mother, for whatever reason, you do the best with the tools that you have.
Yep.
You do the best with the knowledge that you have. God bless every parent who's raised them out there alone. God bless every parent who's in a simulation situation like mine, who's trying to co-parent, where me and the other party don't necessarily see eye to eye on how we do shit.
Right.
It happens. And God bless every parent who has a household where they can do it together. Those are three different things, but every person in that is doing the best they can with the information that they have. And too often you see in these single parent situations that, or even like this, because we're talking about Justin, which he has two parents in the house.
Yeah.
Too often we see, this is how one parent does this, and then they say, I get to a point, I'm fed up. Do something with your son. Do something with your child. How? And it gets worse as you go down the scale. Now you got two parents co-parenting, or a single parent and, the father over here, or maybe they don't know the other parent or whatever. It gets worse because you can't do X, Y, and Z and build up this and that scaffold. And now that they out here, now they talking back or doing whatever you don't want them to do, or exerting themselves, their individuality. They be like, now you need to do something with them now. How? That comes through rapport and trust. And you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we saw here.
Yeah.
Keisha said her mama was always her safe place.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, as soon as she got into trouble, she didn't trust that safe place anymore. And she was more concerned about hurting her mother's feelings. So she kept all that bottled up inside and put that on as a backpack and wore that burden around and carried it.
Yeah.
Partly because she didn't know how her mom was going to react. Partly because she didn't want her mama to see her and look at her any differently. There's a myriad of reasons of why it could have went that way. Yeah. But she didn't feel safe enough to come to her mother and talk to her. But then you got on the other hand, where Justin had to, what does mama say? Thank you for throwing water in my face. Like, he had to, check his mama. Ain't that how you raised me to be? Huh?
Yeah.
And she had to kind of take it back, because sometimes too, when you you put that battery in your kid's back and like this, we raise you to do this, X, Y, and Z. Yes, they will throw your words, your actions, they will throw it right back in your damn face. Oh, but did you mean what you said, or you didn't mean that at all?
Yeah.
And you have to be mature enough to deal with that, to take it in.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. I don't care who writes a book about navigating parenthood. I don't give a shit who wrote it.
Yeah.
It doesn't apply. There's probably some good lessons in there, some things that you can learn, and thank God for therapy.
Yeah.
But how somebody else raises their child in that situation, that ain't got nothing to do with you. You can learn all that you can learn, and you should be learning from as many sources as you can learn. But when it comes to you being in the fire, you have to deal with it the best that you can. God bless you to all of you parents.
Yeah. You brought up something interesting. I because I've been kind of avoiding some of the socials like you have, because I didn't want it to spoil a reaction. So I didn't realize that Donna was catching heat, but Michael Clare, who watched this before me, she did kind of hint towards it. She was like, I don't know how I feel necessarily about Dawn. But she's not Dawn. She said one of the parents, and I think this is what she's getting at is what you're talking about. And I don't think Dawn is wrong. I just think that Dawn is a mother who loves her son to a point that sometimes it can cloud how she communicates to her son. She's not wrong in a lot of things that she said. You know, especially when it came to like, you know, as a black man, you know, you have to be 3 times better. You have to make people see you. You know, you can't just coast your way into a lot of these situations just because of who you are. That's a fact. You know, depending on the level of success that you want to go through. Is it the only way to find success? No, but that's the way that she knows how she was brought up, and it has worked. It's tried and true. It's the thing that she knows based off the experience that she has is the best way to go about finding success. And in that light, she is correct. Now, how Justin takes that in, because he's, like I said, he's got a different mind than most other people. How he sees that is probably not necessarily his way out. He's still trying to sort it. And I think he was telling the truth when he was saying, listen, I need time to figure out if this is exactly what it is that I want to do. Hold on. Can you still hear me? Did my thing go out? Sorry, I had a technical glitch. I need time to kind of figure this out. But because of who Dawn is, she can't rationalize and see that as the path, because she's so stuck on this one way of going about it. She's not willing to really sit and let Justin. She's not really ready to sit and listen. She is just, this is the path you're going to go, and there's no other options, either my way or the highway. Justin's a person that needs somebody to listen to his needs. I think that's why he resonates with his father a little bit differently, because his father didn't take that path. He said that straight up. He was like, my dad didn't have to go to school for this, and look where we're living. You know, he chased the thing that he loves. Food is that thing. You even heard him quote his father when he met the young man with the music. He was like, yo, you need a sous chef. You know, I think him and his father vibe on a way where it's a give and take. His father listens to him, and he listens to his father, and they can figure out what they're going to do. I don't think Dawn is in the space of listening. She's not wrong. She's just not willing to hear any other story than what she's saying. And we saw that when Dawn and her dad, and Justin's dad were sitting on the sofa trying to decide on what Justin should do, because Keisha needed help. She didn't need to be home by herself. Dawn went into protect mode. Like, listen, I understand that she's got her own issues and she needs to figure out a way to sort that out, but it's late at night. You don't need to be out in these streets. She's not lying. It is late. Those police are out there. You need to be leery about that, because she's a bit of a helicopter parent, but she's not lying. It is dangerous. And we saw a piece of where she was right. It just turned out well for Justin that the police are going on in their own way for something else, but she wasn't wrong. But what I love about this is that Dawn needs somebody else to balance her methodology out. And then that's when Wood Harris comes into this. He's like, no, you are right, but this is a moment that needs to be handled. You need to step up, be a man, check on her. But if you're going to do this, then you need to take these extra precautions. You go to a spot that I already know. That's smart, because Wood knows where you're at. Pops knows where you at. You've got the instructions on if something happens to you, because it's late at night and it is dangerous in these streets and you going south of the 10. How to protect yourself and come back home. Make sure you text and call me when you get back. So it's like, yes, this is dangerous, treacherous waters. But in order for you to be the man that you are supposed to become, the man that I'm going to raise you to be, it's time for you to step up. And this is a dangerous thing, but it is a necessary thing. It's necessary for the woman that you love. It's necessary for you so that you can trust in yourself. And hell, it's necessary for us as parents that we can trust that you're going to do the right thing. But that doesn't happen unless Wood is there. Even though Dawn is right in a lot of ways, she's not wrong. But it's that weird gray area. She needed that companion. She needed Dad. She needed Wood Harris to step in and be like, nah, there's another way that we can go about this, where everybody can learn this lessons and we can all become stronger based off of this action. But let's just make sure he has the necessary tools so that he can come back home to us. I loved that. And unfortunately, many people don't get both sides of that coin. You know, many people, they only have themselves to reflect on if they're going to make, they don't have the capacity, they're not afforded, you know, somebody else to bounce something off of and be like, yo, is this the right angle? You know, Justin is lucky. Justin is very fortunate that he has two people that love him completely and are able to balance each other out to yin and yang it. Many folks just have to hope that what they have is enough to get the lessons right. I think that's what's important about Shelly, Keisha's mom, because she's solo. She's like, I am overwhelmed. I don't know if this is the exact thing that that needs to be done, but I know something needs to be done. It was great that Dawn actually took Wood Harris's role and being the second voice and being like, hey, I'm here. It takes a community. You know, that lesson kind of got taught to Dawn, and Dawn is now implemented over to Shelly. So Shelly's like not feeling like she's completely isolated. And even though they're not friends, they just casual acquaintance whose kids just happen to like each other. But it at least put a seed of inspiration for Shelly to go out and find some other answers. She needed a day at work to kind of sort things out. She got a chance to talk to a therapist, so that maybe she can understand the craziness that's probably going on in her head, so that she can reset and get her daughter back so that she could trust. You know, that whole it takes a village to do all of this kind of rings true in this episode, because that energy that Wood gave to Dawn gave to Shelly, and now Shelly's giving back to Keisha to establish trust. I thought that was dope.
So much that you said there, and my mind was racing when you were talking, because I was listening to everything you said, and just, you're right. I think too many, you know, and I don't know, I don't want to make the assumption that, you know, everybody comes from the hood and everybody's raised by Shelly instead of by Keisha and the father, because that's not true. But situations change. And the one thing that I liked about both Dawn and Shelly is that they both took accountability for where they were wrong.
I feel that.
The thing about communicating is, so let's roll back to Justin.
Okay.
Justin said to Mom, you know, Dad didn't go to school. He went and he didn't go into a respectable field. You know, he went into cooking, which cooking is a respectable field. Just so we're clear, it is respectable. Yes, good chef in your house. Listen, I ain't get this fluffy on accident, damn it. My ex-wife could burn, boy. She could cook her ass off. Anyway, and then where he said to the producer, you know, talked about, you know, gave an example about his dad, about the sous chef, about hiring the right assistant, somebody to make everything go. And I'm not saying that Dawn is his assistant. I'm not saying that. You know, that chef 1, chef 2, you know what I'm saying? Chef 1A, 1B, or whatever. But the thing about that is, especially as a kid, and you know, you get like this, you don't know everything that's going on. So Justin said that to Mom about, you know, Dad did all this. And the thing about a partnership is, and it's unfortunate that Dawn had to tell him, like, no, hold up. Your dad didn't get this by himself. I contacted my people that I knew through the way that I know how and helped. We helped build your dad's dream. And I'm doing whatever it is that because I don't know what the hell Dawn does. I'm sure she does something. You know what I'm saying? She's not a stay-at-home wife. But that wasn't, he put in the work. She put in some of the know-how, and that's why they're a good team. And that's what a good team is supposed to be. If you are fortunate enough in your life to find the right teammate, then you can achieve those type of levels, because you got somebody who puts a battery in your back for the good shit, not the ratchet shit. The fact that Shelly figured out that she was accepting to take Dawn's offer, the fact that Dawn was able to pull back and not make it vague. No, therapy worked for me. Girl, I don't know if it's gonna work for you. I don't know if that's your thing, because that's in the Black community, we have that stigma. You know, I don't want to tell nobody my business and nobody telling me what to do. Sometimes you need to listen to somebody. Sometimes you need to try some new shit. I was that way myself for a long time. Like,
same here.
I don't need therapy. Ain't nothing wrong with me. You know, until I went to therapy and I was like, why is so much shit wrong with me?
Facts.
I was like, damn it, no one, I can't deal with none of this shit. I am piling new shit on top of a mountain of old shit that ain't been dealt with. I just, you know what I'm saying, kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? Just keep moving forward. I just, you know, and no, you got to clear out some of that stuff. And I get it, you know. And I'm one consultation, one, you know, visit for Shelly that's less than a set of acrylics.
Less than a set of acrylics.
If that's what it takes, a few sacrifices for you to do some things to get right, especially when what's on the line is your daughter, your relationship with your daughter. Because here's the thing that people are discounting on Dawn's part.
Okay.
You know, and it comes with Shelly too, because Shelly is the same as Dawn. She got a plan for Keisha. You get to Howard. The hell with all that. Get the scholarship, get to Howard. That's the plan, right? Dawn has a plan. And if you're running a marathon, it's 26.2 miles. You run a marathon, you're on mile 25. Listen, we are here. We can see the finish line. But now you're stumbling. Now you won't stop running. Now you see this pretty little thing over in the crowd and like, oh, hold on. I'm gonna go talk to her for a second. Boy, if you don't finish this damn race.
I hear you.
Like, once you finish the race, then you can reset and figure out what the next race in your life and all that shit is gonna be. But listen, baby, since you could walk, since you could talk, I have been here, your coach, on the side with the water bottles, all that. Finish the race. And the thing is, when you get teenagers, oh my God, it's something about when puberty hits and the hair starts sprouting in strange places, their ears close up and shit, their mouths open up, and you're like, I would knock you the hell out. Like, I have done everything. You have no idea the sacrifices that I have done, that your mother has done to get you here, to get you across the finish line. All that we can do is take this limited amount of time that we have with you to teach you the best that we can, the best that we got, the best that we know. And if you are trying to really be a good parent, not pass your limitations, your failures, or your family curses onto your children. You know, Shelly said to Keisha, I tried to scare you out of being pregnant. And I didn't do a good job of making a household where you could come talk to me and talk about all the other stuff that could lead to that. Because these kids out here is doing some wild shit that don't include pregnancy at all. Like, these kids is almost internet stars on their own and like, I ain't never had sex. I done everything else under the sun. But I just, you be like, wait, what? Listen, hey, real talk. My son had a very personal conversation with me because he feels comfortable, and he did the justice shit where he feels comfortable he could come talk to me. And he threw it back in my face. You know, you said you want me to come talk to you. You know, I'm not trying to hide nothing from you. I was not ready. I said, oh, I might need you to lie to me a little bit. Oh my God. I was like, I don't know if I want to, look, I don't want to know about you going on your own Magic Mike tour. Oh my God. And you got to take the information and do the best you can and not pass on your own limitations. My son isn't me. And what I dealt with when I was growing up is not like what he's dealing up with right now.
Yeah.
I can try to pass on the lessons of wisdom and experience that I have and pray that he takes some of that in. And, like Justin talking to the producer about his father needing a sous chef, hope that when they out here talking to people and interacting in the real world, that they take in some of these lessons and it resonates. But sometimes it doesn't. And all you can do is do the best you can with what you know, with the time that you got. And this episode was that. Like, we're 6 episodes in, and I cannot say enough for this. Now, people have gotten upset because it's different from the book. Yes, it's different from the book. We modernized it. We changed some things. But the thing is, the core, the essence, the spirit of the book is still there. And even though I don't have to read the exact same character's name and they don't have to go through the exact same stuff that was in the book, I see Judy Blume all throughout this, just as much as I see Mara Brock Akil and Regina King and all the other wonderful writers and directors who are involved in this project. This feels authentic. It speaks to me. I think it speaks to our community. And even if you're not in our community, I think it speaks to adolescents. And I can't applaud this project enough, and I can't wait to finish it. I'm off my soapbox. I know I didn't talk a whole lot.
No, that's good, because this is a project that generates some great conversation. Now, I do know, me and Rekkai are very well aware that this is a very slanted view, because we're 2 men, we're 2 fathers, and there is an entire different side, an entirely different story when it comes to how women and mothers would have dressed this. Me and Rekkai, we are planning on having a live stream, and we're going to bring in Michael Clare as well, so that we can have a little bit more of a feminine perspective, because I know for a fact that there are probably key things that we missed that are probably going to deal with Keisha, her relationship with her mother, Shelly, how things that we may have missed when it comes to Dawn, the relationship of the women that are just in this show. And I just want you all to know that we are very well aware that some of that is probably going to go either over our heads, or we're not going to have a strong enough understanding to speak to you directly concerning that. We are aware of that. But thank you all for being patient with us, for allowing us to see it from our eyes, from the male's perspective, from a father's perspective, and not beating us too much over the head. This has been great. I'm happy that everybody's having these great conversations in the comment section, and I'm excited to see where this story is going to land. Rekkai said something about the Judy Blume. I haven't read the Judy Blume book, so for me, it's all gravy. This is perfect. But for those that have read the Judy Blume book, please let us know in the comment section where the discrepancies are, and are those discrepancies large enough to undermine this beautiful story that's being told? I would just like to hear your opinion on it. Now, if you've been enjoying the conversation that me and Rekkai have been having, and I'm telling you, I promise you, we could go for at least another 30 minutes on this, but just due to time restrictions, we have to cut it a little bit short. But if you've been enjoying just the way me and Rekkai go back and forth, you need to do yourself a favor, head over to Rekkai's YouTube page, because that's what he does. He does these deep dives. His brother can go as deep as the Mariana Trench when it comes to this content that we know and love. Show some love. Hit that subscribe button. Hey, go over to the Patreon streets as well. Show some love as well. Rekkai, tell the people how they can get in contact with you.
Absolutely. You can come by my Patreon and just, sprinkle a few shekels on me. I would really appreciate it. I try to drop my media therapy deep dives at least a little bit before they drop on YouTube. I'm trying to do a little bit more with exclusive content on there. But if not, come by youtube.com. They both end the exact same way, Nuke from the Ville, NUPEFROMDAVILLE. Don't worry if I said it too fast, it will be in the description. Don't worry, everything that we talk about, and you heard it in our discussion, we really do try to use this. But it's even more important when you use this. Thank you, Chef.
Hey, thank you, Chef. And thank you all for hanging out with us. We'll catch you on the next episode. All right, y'all. Take care. Peace.